Hello everyone, welcome to this audio. In this audio, I will be discussing on electronic journals. Let us start with an understanding of the meaning of e-journal. The term electronic journal or e-journal refers to a journal or a magazine or a newsletter which is prepared and distributed electronically. This journal may have a print counterpart or may purely be an electronic journal. Electronic journals are known by other different names such as virtual journals, paperless journals, or even online journals. Based on the medium which is used for the distribution of the journal, electronic journals can be broadly classified into three types: CD-ROM journals, networked journals, and online journals. CD-ROM journals. These are journals published and distributed on CD-ROM. These journals may be bibliographic or bibliographic with an abstract or even full text. They vary in frequency and are distributed generally along with a special search software to search and retrieve the journals which are stored on the CD-ROM. The second category of e-journals is the networked e-journals. These are the e-journals which are available over networks such as internet or any other specially set up network to provide e-journal. The third category is the online journal. These are the journals which are generally available as part of online databases. They may be paid journals which are available only on subscription, or journals provided free of cost. In case of online databases, a user gets access to the online database, searches for one or more online journals, and gets access to the articles published therein. Electronic journals have certain advantages. In fact, electronic journals have revolutionized the concept of traditional publishing, and today the number of electronic journals is almost surpassing the number of print journals. Let us discuss a few advantages of e-journals. The first advantage is the speed of production and distribution. Even though all aspects of traditional publishing is adhered to, the process of printing is done away with in case of electronic journals. Therefore, the distribution process becomes faster. Electronic transmission using the internet is today the fastest mode of transmission of journals. The production of e-journals is made on computers and such other devices, and the distribution is made using the internet and the World Wide Web. This improves the speed of production and distribution. The second advantage of electronic journals is their accessibility. A user can access journals within minutes or sometimes even seconds rather than hours or days, as in case of physical or print journals. There are no constraints in respect of geographical place. They can be accessed from any place. The access is instantaneous, and multiple users can access the same journal simultaneously. The third advantage is the subscription costs. Some online electronic journals can be accessed without paying any subscription charges or membership fee. But print journals generally require a subscription fee, or if not subscription fee, the delivery charges. But in case of electronic journals, many electronic journals are offered on open access mode, using which a user can access and download the articles published in the journals. The fourth advantage is e-journals are economical even in terms of distribution. Electronic journals can be distributed more economically than print journals because the main cost of formatting the text, review process, and such other procedures are followed. When it comes to distribution, Internet and the World Wide Web are used as the platform. The next advantage is no fear of loss or mutilation. E-journals cannot be mutilated, stolen, or misplaced, as in case of print journals. Libraries and information centers particularly, which subscribe for print journals, always have the risk of the print journal getting lost or mutilated, meaning getting damaged by repeated use, intentionally or unintentionally. Print journals are also subject to wear and tear, whereas in case of e-journals there is no concept of wear and tear, even with simultaneous repeated access. The next advantage of e-journals is multimedia capabilities. In case of print journals, it is possible to have plain text, tables, figures, and static images only. But in case of electronic journals, apart from the above mentioned types of content, it is also possible to have multimedia content. Interactive, three-dimensional models, motion pictures, and audio can be integrated into e-journals. The next advantage is in hyperlinking. In case of electronic journals, it is possible to integrate hypertext and hypermedia into the articles. If related articles are to be linked with a particular article, it is very easy to do this with the use of hypertext and hypermedia. The next advantage is seamless access. 24/7 by 365 access is possible in case of electronic journals. A user can access the articles as soon as an issue of an e-journal is published on its website or in an online database. However, in case of print journals, there is generally a time lag between the publication, distribution, delivery, and access to the content of a particular issue. Those were some of the advantages of electronic journals. Now let us also discuss a few limitations of e-journals. E-journals do have certain limitations. Even though e-journals are considered cost-effective, they are indeed cost-effective only in the long run. The initial investment in the infrastructure is high. Also, special equipment such as computer or printer are required. The second limitation is that some authors may be reluctant to submit their papers in e-journals, as authors feel that journals should be credible or should be highly reputed in order to get their publications. The third limitation is in the use of e-content. Some users may not be comfortable with the use of electronic content, particularly when it comes to reading on computer or other device screen. This may hinder the use of electronic journals. The fourth limitation is technological requirement. Special device such as a computer or a mobile phone or such other device is required to access and read e-journals. The next limitation is in the file format. In case the format in which an article in an e-journal published is not supported by the user's device, a user will not be in a position to access the content. Copyright issues, intellectual property rights issues is another limitation when it comes to e-journals. Pricing models, pricing schemes of some e-journals may not be as friendly as the pricing schemes or subscription schemes of print journals. The articles published in e-journals, though can be accessed simultaneously by multiple users, they are not physically present in the library. Some users may be more comfortable in accessing and reading physical issues of print journals rather than e-journals. The terms and conditions of publishers getting changed quite often is yet another limitation. The next limitation is possible data manipulation by unauthorized persons by hacking. There is always the possibility of a person with malified intention hacking into an online database or the website of an e-journal and manipulating the data contained on the website or in the online database. Whereas in case of print journals, this limitation does not exist. So those were some of the limitations of e-journals. In this session, we have understood the meaning of e-journal and broad categorization of e-journals based on the medium of distribution, some of the advantages and some limitations of e-journals. Thank you.